certainly we have enjoyed those selections. Amen. It's mighty good to give a little thought sometimes to what you're doing. And they seem to be doing that all right. Lead me, O Lord. Lead me, O Lord. And I'll be able to stand. Then if the Lord is leading, He's certainly blessing. Amen. The Lord is blessing me right now. So it's good to be able to say that. The folk that have been here since Sunday, they ought to be able to agree with these songs. Amen. Amen. I hope that you come all those times, the Lord has blessed you. Amen. In some way, whether it's relative to what I've been doing or not. But certainly you take a stand for Him. I want to do you Him. And I told you we're going to talk about soul food. Amen. And we've been trying to talk about it all week long. Now tonight, our spiritual meat is full. Amen. You know, y'all like ham. Amen. I'll give you a little ham before I leave here. I'll take 2 fruits tonight. You need something to go with that ham, you know. Gentleness, fruit of the Spirit. Temperance, fruit of the Spirit. Our Father in heaven, as we come, pray that Thou would look on Thy believing children. Pray, O God, that Thou would feel a prescription that would make their life fuller, cause their acts to be richer. Then our Father, look on the families that are represented here. Let the blessings trickle down like raindrops from heaven. Then our Father, look on the friends that have come from the various churches, coming together to worship Thee in spirit and in truth. Pray, O God, that Thou would cause the fellowship to get stronger. And, oh God, look on those that have come to sing Zion's song. Oh Lord, we pray that Thou would bless them in a special way, since they have given a part of their life over to Thee. And then our Father, we pray Thou would open up our understanding. We pray, oh God, that Thou would help us to worship in spirit and in truth. And then, God, when we go down from this place, walk by our side in the name of Jesus Christ the President. Amen. We're going to read scripture from Luke, the 15th chapter, the 15th and the 16th verse. St. Luke 15 and 16. I believe that you'll find these words. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country. And he sent him into his field to feed swine. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat. And no man gave unto him. And again, we want to go to the interrogative this evening. We want to ask you a question. Don't get mad. If it's not true, just get glad. Are you eating with the pigs? All right. Are you eating with the pigs? Now, I'm sure that each of you is well aware of the details in the story of the prodigal son. Or you know, he asked for a share, left home to seek his fortune. He was going to have a good time. I wonder, do you have it? He figured that if he had a pocket full of money, he would have friends on every hand. Whatever he saw that he wanted, he could acquire. Yeah. He could send his footsteps in any direction that he pleased. And by and by, he began to run out of money. And his friends began to leave him. And all of a sudden, his pockets came up on empty. And his belly came up on empty. And his mind was just about empty. And he joined himself to a man. Said, man, I'll work for you. Man, I don't have much. I don't care what you got. I need something. Go down there and feed my pigs. He didn't with the pigs. He was so hungry that he felt like eating what he was feeding the pigs. You know, that's a terrible thing. Now this is something that we got to stop and think about. Here he had moved from the table of prince, wonder do you him, to the pig pen snack of us. Some of us once had high standards. Mother showed us the way. Some of us once had great principles that we would follow. Some folks still have them. But I can't say that for everybody. When some mothers died, some of those principles died for some folks. Well, mama ain't here, who cares? I wonder, do you hear me? Daddy not here with me about that no more. I do what I want to do. Amen. And go to hell like you want to too. Amen. Some of us are living in the basement of unrighteousness. Eating with the pigs. You know, when you stop and think about that, that's a terrible situation. The Bible tells us, though, that one day the prodigal son came to himself. And he said to himself, there's servant in my father's house. They have a better place to sleep than I've got. Having a better dinner this evening than I have. Here I am down in the bucket of iron of the pig pen, eating with the pig. Good God Almighty. He woke up. He went back home. He didn't care what Dad would give him to do. That could have put him out there feeding his pigs. He'd have went. I want to do you him. He could have had him plow fields. He'd have been glad to plow. Had him built barns, and he would have built. But his father had love wrapped up deep down in his heart. I want to do you him. Dad was so glad to see him when he came back. He hollered and said, go and kill the fatted calf. I want you to bring me my royal. I want to put it around my son. You know, if that was the end of the story, everything would be beautiful. But the devil always with him. He had an old brother there. Amen. And his brother saw this. Now this rascal done took all his money. And couldn't wait till Daddy died. And spit it all. And come back home, broke, ragged, dirt. And Daddy put a rope around him, take a ring off his finger, and kill the fat calf. And we gonna have a celebration. Well, this ain't right no how. Went off with his lips stuck out. Amen. We got folk like that now. They don't want to see you have nothing. And some of us go tell them everything that we get. We think they're happy. As soon as we leave, they grit. The only reason that this son got out the pig pen was he realized that he was sick. He realized he was wrong. You understand? You can't get away from sin until you're godly sorrowful for that sin. You can't get away from it until you acknowledge that you're wrong. And some of us don't want to do that. Amen. We remain by your gift, but we don't want to say we were wrong. We want to say, you just didn't understand where I was coming from. You'll understand better. I hope you will understand better too. That's just a cop-out. I don't know what you've been saying. But you said that's what it was. Because you should be able to sit down there and talk to each other. And you either were right or you're wrong. God told me on Sunday that he wrote stuff on the inside of us that lets us know through our conscience when we're right and when we're wrong.
Amen.
You know it. You always wanted me. You know it. And sometimes other folk know it. Sometimes they look in your eyes and know you ain't nothing. Amen? And you think you're fooling people all the time. You see, we're not temperate. We want to go overboard. Here was the prodigal son not being temperate. He could have asked for 10% of his money. He could have asked for half. He didn't do that. He wanted all of it. You understand? A whole of us want that too. We don't want just a little bit. We want it all. Sometimes we're so greedy that we drown ourselves with things that just not fit to have. I wonder, do you hear me? But you see, all of us have got to have self-control. And every one of us has got to be able to master ourselves. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 9:25, it says that every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things. In other words, to put it my way, don't go overboard. Samson went overboard. Yes, he did. Went overboard for the life. He hung on for a little while and told her a few things. She kept on getting next to him till he told it all. But I give him credit in the end. Though he was blinded, shame had been whipped and tied, he said, God, give me a little strength again. I might push these pillars down. The old Satan would know that you're still going all by yourself. Doing business in the same old way. And God gave him strength. And he pushed those pillars down. Killed more in that instant than he had in his whole lifetime. David went overboard. David was a man after God's own heart. But he was up on the rooftop and he saw too much. And it went through his head. I wonder do you have. All some of us have seen too much. Sometimes it's gone to our head. We didn't want nobody to know it, but it went there. We went out of our way. Put ourselves in the way. You understand what I'm talking about. But I give David credit. When they called his attention to it, he meted out the right punishment. You see, some of us wouldn't want to say that an act that we have committed. You ought to be, put out action for it. You understand what I'm talking about. See, but that's why he was a man after God's own heart. He was real. No matter what he did his best. He wanted that lady, he got her. Because no matter what it was, David always did his best. And he was best in also saying, God, forgive me. Give me a clean heart. And you and me the right spirit. I wonder do you have it. He knew that God had to do it because he couldn't do it by himself. And then in our lifetime, Nixon, he went overboard. He told one lie too many. Amen. Yeah, he wasn't leaving Washington. He wasn't going to resign. And he kept on telling lies. And then he told one too many. And the folks got upset. But let me tell you another side of the story too, another reason why he stopped. See, all of us have some constraint. He was so sure that he had enough votes. He knew he would get indicted. But he figured that when he got over to the Senate, when they needed the 2/3 vote, they couldn't get it. There was a senator by the name of Scott, same name as mine, from Pennsylvania, came to Nixon and he said, listen, don't have it no more. We just lost the 1/3. And if you don't leave, brother, you're going to lose your pension. $96,000 a year, as long as you live. You want to lose it? Secret Service help, as long as you live. You want to lose it? Understand, as long as you live. You want to lose all of that. Tears came to his eyes, and I got to go. And holding back tears, he resigned. And I'm sure if he had to do over again, he would do it differently. But he went overboard. He didn't have to have nobody break in and steal a little something out of a room and record all the conversations on phone to be the president. See, some of us just do more than we have to do. He wanted a good place in history, and now he's got a terrible place. Only the president to be caught in that situation for this day. Jonah, he went overboard. He really went overboard. He tried to escape. Get away from the Lord. Go run. Get on a ship going wrong place. But the Lord found him. And he had to tell him, yeah, I'm a trouble boy. You just want to throw me overboard and then let the ship alone. But again, I give him credit there. He admitted that he was wrong. And of course, you know the story. I'm not going to retell that story. But he went on finally to do what God had told him to do. But then after he did that, I call him sometimes the preacher that preached to you.
Everybody believed him down there. Instead of him being happy that everybody believed, he was sorry that the Lord didn't destroy him like we said. But see, if you tell somebody to repent, and they repent, and they mean it, and the Lord forgive them, then how you going to get mad? Amen. Some of us like that too. See, we like to go back home and tell our neighbors, y'all should go to church like we do. We just enjoy that so much. Then finally they come to church. Finally they get in the choir. Mother got to be doing everything. You want them to come. You want them to be there. And now you're jealous. Oh, boy. Temperance. Temperance. Now the prodigal son's father, he was a gentleman. Certainly he had to be filled with gentleness to be his son in such a gracious manner. The Bible talks about the gentleness of Christ. He says, "You take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls." He made it so simple for us. See, the Bible is so plain that even a wayfaring man does not have to. And sometimes we've heard sermons so plain, just like his folk. I want to do you hear me? And then we say, "Well, I ain't sure you sure." You just don't want to give it all up. Amen. See, some folks want to put one foot on the train to hell and another foot on the train to heaven. And expect to jump off and die. And get on the right train. Good Lord Almighty. What if you come to a pole in the middle of the track? And you strike? I want to do you here. They told us way back in the Old Testament that you better decide who you're going to serve. Either you're going to serve the devil or you're going to serve God. I got news for you. If you don't want to do it 100%, you go on with the devil. He'll have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Because God don't want no power soul. He's not going to have no part-time Christian. He's not interested in acquiring and instructing and guiding. I want to do you that. He wants you to be real. Dug up by the plowshares of the gospel. Dedicated to his purpose. Doing his work each and every day. Never playing church. Always let it be from the depths of your heart the best you can do. Then you don't have to apologize to nobody. You do the best you can. God will take care of it. You got to love God in your heart. I guarantee you, he'll put it in your lips, in your fingertips, in your feet. He'll permeate your whole body if you tell him in love. I told y'all just about faith, just a step of it. God will increase it. Some of us just trying to make it part-time. Anyway, one song bothers me sometimes. I'm going to heaven anyhow. You think about that song. It may sound, good rhythm. But you ain't going nowhere near heaven anyhow. He got belief, and he was baptized. Shall we say? He that believeth not shall be damned. That's all. Without the love of God, you can't make it. If you don't love your brother and your sister, you can't make it. If you're going to eat at the wrong table down in the pig pen, you can't make it. I wonder do you have it. God is all right. He will do it for you if you just stretch out your hand. He said, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." All you got to do is open. I want to do you hear me. He said he'll come in. He'll sup with you. Sit down and have dinner with you. Let you have the soul food that I've been talking about all the time. Let you get in that royal room. Walk around in glory all day long. Not nice to know it. Not nice to have an invitation. Sit down at the royal table. I want to do you hear me. And able to go all the way. From earth to glory with the Lord. Certainly there's one this evening that would come. The Spirit say come. The Lord say come. Whosoever will, let him come.